This week on Let's Roll, we're playing Sheriff of Nottingham. The goal of this game is to become the merchant who can bring the most goods to market and make the most money by the end of the game. The game is split into a number of rounds where players will either be acting as merchants or they will be taking turns being the sheriff. And the game ends when each player has been the sheriff at least twice. At the beginning of the game, each player will be given 50 gold and 6 cards, and then they'll go ahead into the round, which takes place in 5 different phases. The first phase is called the market phase, where you're gonna look at your 6 cards, decide if there's any of them that you wanna discard, throw them off to the side, draw back up from either of the 2 side discard piles or the middle pile, and then go ahead and place the cards that you discarded onto either of the 2 discard piles. The next phase is going to be loading your merchant bag. Any players who are not the sheriff for the round are going to look at the cards that they have and decide which goods they would like to bring into Nottingham. They're gonna go ahead and take between 1 and 5 cards and secretly load them into their bag. The next phase is called the declaration phase, where the merchant players will be handing their loaded bags over to the sheriff and saying what they've brought inside. There's a few specific rules for how declaration works. First off, you can only declare legal goods, so only your breads, cheeses, chickens, and apples. If you have contraband goods such as pepper, you can't declare those because those are illegal in Nottingham. Second off, you can only declare one type of good in your bag. In the example that we have going on, I would be declaring 3 bread, even though I am bringing in a load of silk as well. And the final thing of note is that you can't lie about the number of items in the bag. If you say you brought in 3 items, it has to be 3 items. The next round is the inspection round, where the sheriff's going to decide whether or not he's investigating any of the bags that he's been given. If he feels that everything's cool, he's going to go ahead and take the bag and give it back to the merchant that gave it to him. If this happens, the merchant opens their bag and takes any legal goods and puts them face up where they belong on their character board. And they also take any contraband items and place them in the contraband section face down. If the sheriff decides to open the bag, that's where things get interesting. If it turns out the merchant player was lying, the sheriff discards any contraband they have, as well as any legal goods that they were lying about. In our example here, we would lose our silk, but I could have declared that I had 3 bread when I had 2 bread and a cheese, in which case that cheese would get discarded. It is important to note that only the illegal items get discarded, so while the silk got confiscated, the 2 legally declared breads still make it to the marketplace. The merchant then pays a penalty to the sheriff for any goods that are confiscated. In our original non-cheese example, that would just be the silk. You look at the red number down here, which is 4, and the merchant would pay the sheriff 4 gold. There's also the possibility that the merchant was telling the truth. If the sheriff opens a bag and finds out that they were truthful, the sheriff pays this penalty to the merchant instead. This round can get very interesting because it's up to the merchants and the sheriff to barter as to whether or not a bag will be open. The merchants can offer bribes in the form of future favors, goods that have already brought into Nottingham, or money to get the sheriff not to open a bag. After the sheriff has dealt with everybody's bag, we hit the end of the round. Here, the sheriff token is passed to the player on the left, and they become the sheriff for the next round. Any player who does not have 6 cards in their hand draws back up to 6, and then we go ahead and start the next round. After 2 full rotations, the game is over. Your final total is determined by the amount of cash you have on hand, as well as all of the goods you've brought into Nottingham. Each good has a gold price in the upper right-hand corner, and that shows you how much gold you get for it at the end of the game. There are also bonuses for each of the 4 legal goods that are based on if you have the most of that item or the second most of that item. Add all those numbers together and that's your final score. And that should be everything you need to know, so let's go ahead and roll on into it.
Let's roll! Larry, thank you so much for those kind rules.
Don't thank Larry. Larry,
thanks for sending that video of that kind woman who explained the rules to us. So we're here playing Sheriff of Nottingham. Our first sheriff today is Mr. Fredo.
Hear ye! Show me your contraband.
all right. Well, we don't,
You don't know we're gonna have it.
we didn't even pack it yet.
That's true.
Package, show me.
Yeah, show it to me now.
Give it. I want it.
All right.
And so let's see. There's no names for these characters, but
No.
my name is he looks like a Frenchman, but he's very regal, and he's got a bag of cheese so far.
I mean, he doesn't
That's your
actually
name?
have cheese.
I mean, it's a
Just,
little.
it's in the background,
It's a
but
little
you don't
bit
have
there.
a cheese card.
When I'm not the sheriff, I'm just gonna call myself the Lady of the Night.
Oh.
Oh,
like that.
she's like kind of making the duck lips a little bit.
Give me your goal.
You're some weird like Jokerized Link.
This is if
Yeah.
Link fell into the chemicals.
He cut his face, cut his cheeks
That's
open.
Link with the power Triforce, not the courage.
Oh, that could be it.
Yeah.
He's Ganon Link. But today he's gonna be named More name is Felix Strappadoo. It is. And I'm gonna get in all me goods and contraband, and you won't get none of it.
God damn.
Prepare for this.
It's still going.
Whole episode.
Am I English or Australian? You don't know, do ya?
Find out soon.
I'm Bobbert the baker. That's right.
Bobbert?
Bob was short for Bobbert. You didn't know.
Bobbert.
And you're also Russian.
Well, I immigrated to Nottingham from Russia because I cannot do a good English accent.
You're actually from Nottingham, Russia.
It's two different. It's a sister city. You know.
Je m'appelle Thaddeus Prince. And that's as far as I'm going to go with that accent.
You speak English in this land?
Oh, sorry, Bill. Whoops.
Now it's more like it.
I've got identity problems. I don't know who I am.
Are you making fun of my
I've
accent?
got a beauty spot, and so that's all I got. That's all I got to say about that.
Now that we have introductions out of the way, are we into the
Market phase.
Market phase.
Let's load up.
Let's
the
take it to the
goods.
market,
Right.
gentlemen and lady. Well, you're not the lady yet. You've kind of tabled her.
Right now I'm a
Yeah.
Right now you're.
Big, hefty.
Right now you're this guy.
sheriff.
I broke his legs by accident.
You
Put that
keep
down.
breaking his legs.
I think I'm gonna
Rolled
take a
up
look
quite a
here,
few
a looksy doodle, in the discard pile, to see what we've got, because we can draw from either the blind pile, or the ye old discard.
Make sure you keep them in order, though. You have to draw them
I will,
in
and they are.
order.
You know what I'm
Guys
gonna
are
do
messing
though.
with the hands, shifting around
I'm not-
contrabands.
Oh, already throwing it out
sorry.
there.
Matt
Oh,
didn't
wow.
even take his market turn. I'm gonna slap down some illegal
Wow.
pepper.
Matt
okay.
going straight to the
Pick up a
merchant
little
bag
cheese.
phase.
Well, I've already loaded. Don't you worry.
Oh, he's locked and loaded.
Mmm.
These two fine gentlemen over here.
I'll declare when it's
Very
time.
fine, so. Tuck, tuck, tuck. No one else gonna take their market phase? They're just gonna straight up bag it and tag it? Sorry, my buttons.
I'm confident about my business. I do not need market.
Yeah.
So the
Don't be a
next
bad
phase
sheriff.
is the declaration phase, but then after that's the inspection phase. We're gonna mix those two together because there's no way I'm gonna remember what you guys are gonna tell me in
The sheriff's an
his
idiot.
bag.
It's seconds between the two phases. I don't understand.
What are you declaring in this?
As you can see, I am a man, the connoisseur of fromage. I like cheese.
You are
So I have
fromage.
bagged for the fine city of Nottingham 4 wheels of cheese.
4 wheels of
Was it
Sounds
pizza?
like shit.
4.
No, if cheese is. Damn it, did your accent again.
Cheese.
It's pretty
Oh,
contagious.
cheese.
I almost did
Look
too.
here, boy. I'm gonna inspect this. I will inspect this.
With your bad memory, I feel like you should pay me a couple pence for opening the bag already. Well, fine, inspect away.
He said 4 wheels of cheese.
4
You
wheels
did
of
say
cheese.
4.
I will
And he
inspect.
wanted some pants?
You don't want to inspect
They don't even ship paints anymore.
Not my bag. Oh! My
I
butt.
don't know why we all flinched at that.
I didn't.
It was
Here
a
we
personal
go.
offense to me.
1 wheel of cheese.
We.
2 wheels of cheese.
Oui.
I feel like he's telling the truth. 3 wheels of cheese.
We.
Here comes the contraband of
Ooh.
the.
Oh
my
goodness.
Four in the
It's
stinky
loaded
cheese.
with cheese.
J'ai quatre.
Get
He
the
is,
fromage.
yes.
Oh my goodness.
We.
Do I pay him this?
Penalties 2, so you would pay 8.
Okay. So,
And
since
been
you
in
look
a-
like a
declared
fool.
properly,
That's the
I
worst
will
part.
pay you 8.
Idiot
Sheriff,
states
you are
that
a
have
kind
money
god.
come back, mate.
2, 3.
So he pays me the what would have been the fee had I been caught lying. And I will stack this in my cheese pile.
You're 8 richer.
As you can see, I'm 8 richer, and I'm a cheese man.
Gonna have the
Now you
shits.
snuck out with
Eat
those
that
cheese.
cheese.
Oh, no,
Not
he
if I
won't.
take a lactate pill. That's my next item that I'll declare.
Not invented yet.
I'm gonna have to invent that between now and
He's a
then.
smart man.
What's
All
up?
right there,
Creating a
boy.
problem and selling solutions.
TSA, holding your shits up.
I do declare 2 bushels of apples.
I don't know why that makes it. I'm gonna inspect.
This sheriff's got trust issues.
I do. Oh, is that a bribe I see?
Counting me money, no? Pass me on.
2 bushels of apples.
Oh. God, he's getting the
He's
giddies.
getting off.
He's getting the giddies off of
1
these.
bushel. Shit. 2 bushels.
This sets Matt up.
Damn.
This sets Matt up for a strong lie.
Here, I owe
he's
you
already
4.
sacked.
I've
I
already
need
sacked
change
my
for
thing.
1.
You've already sacked your items.
You already saw me counting it.
What was that for?
It was change.
I have to pay him his change.
I'm an honest merchant. I sound like a bloody fool.
What do we have here, Matt?
Well, I would encourage you to hurry up whatever you're going to do, because I have 3 of my finest chickens in that bag.
3
There's not much air. Please
I don't
hurry.
think that 3 chickens can fit in this bag. I will inspect.
All right.
Mostly because
They
I'm
need
hoping
air.
that
I
you're
hope you
lying
do.
and I need money.
You are bleeding it.
1 chicken.
All right, let's.
Yes, that is him.
2
Theodore.
chicken.
There's Murphy.
3 chicken.
named
Oh, and Alejandro, my favorite chicken.
They're off to market, and you've named them.
Well, I want to.
Sheriff
you
not
have a
looking
family,
too
do
good.
you?
You guys are actually a lot of truth tellers here. I come to realize.
How much per chicken?
It was,
2 per chicken.
2. Okay.
So you got
That's
6.
All right. let's-
Don't
I want
get
to see-
greedy on
I
me.
want to see if I need to give you change.
What is his name? Bobbit?
No, it's Murphy. Alejandro, and I forgot the middle one.
Yeah,
I
right.
did
Middle
so.
child syndrome.
Aye.
That was the end of the round. We did all the pains. I lost a lot of money.
You lost a lot.
I lost a lot.
And
I was
now-
hoping at least one of you guys were lying, so then you kind of make up for it.
Yeah.
It didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
Double down.
And now
So are we
I suck
drawing
the
now?
identity out of this woman and into me, and I become this large beast of a man. I become
Oh,
the sheriff.
the sheriff himself.
Has everyone drawn back up to 6? Oh no, I see. The market is the.
I drew. I'm just thinking if I should discard.
Okay, let's see here. What do we have? So if it's red and you declare it, that's just still bad, right?
You don't declare the
You don't
contraband.
declare
Can't
it.
declare.
I do
Sounds
like.
good.
I'm bringing this gun. Now you must let me pass.
I do believe you, and I will inspect.
Shit, he has the gun.
I do like that the
Should
sheriff
have
is
put it in the
like
bag.
the sheriff is a swollen version of my guy, like obesely,
My guy.
like obesely stung by a bee. Market phase.
I'm
Market
gonna
phase.
put down some contraband peps.
There's a lot of peps in
I'm gonna
play.
draw 2 of these.
Wow.
Good move.
All right, let's load those bags up.
Okay.
The baggy.
Bag it.
I will
Tag it.
use my bag.
Make it lawful.
Oh, yeah.
Make it true, and let me see it when you are through.
Oh.
Good job on the rhyming. I liked it.
I'm
You're
glad
a
you like
good
that.
sheriff.
Thank you, Bobbert.
Sheriff Seuss over here.
There's my bag. Sheriff.
Ooh, I feel like some bribes will come into play this turn.
Are you trying to use your wiles on the sheriff?
I like
May
the,
or may not bribe him with my buddy.
I like the idea of like
Okay.
in his bag he's got like coins and shit. He's like, that's for you.
Give him sex.
Put it back in. All
And
right.
a bra.
What was your name again? Green.
Felix something dude.
Felix Thunderguard. What hath thine declare?
I declare I do thee
What are you in your bag?
3 loaves of bread.
Do you believe? I'm not to believe.
What say you?
It's an interesting predicament, for I did see you draw from the floor of the market a loaf of bread.
You saw that?
My sheriff sees all.
The eyes of an hawk.
But
That's hawk.
He said, oh,
I
like,
did.
what the fuck is
I
an
did
ox?
think you said orc for a minute.
But I'm
Eyes of an
curious
hawk.
if you had 2 bread in your hand before, why didn't you declare them instead of the apples? I don't know.
He's a
I
thinking
will,
sheriff.
I will let it slide. My people need bread.
Good day.
Bobbert, what is in your bag?
Well, I have 4 bushels of apples.
Bushels, 4 bushels.
Juiciest
4.
apples you have ever seen in all life.
Another 4.
Another 4.
My God.
Preposterous.
Are you like Boss Ness with your?
Look at his face, man.
They based Boss Nash
Actually,
on that
that's
guy.
fair.
He's the original.
De bongo.
4
Bushel
bushels
down.
of apples. I smell a sweet apple in here indeed. But I also smell, is that pepper?
Oh, no,
We're gonna
you
get
won't.
to the bottom of this.
That is going to be unfortunate for Sheriff.
It might be unfortunate as you have 4 incredible bushels of apples,
They're
you
the
son of a
juiciest apples
bitch.
of
Got a
Baker.
goddamn apple farm.
I will let it slide, and here's for the troubles.
Well, I mean, you don't have to throw
I didn't
Sheriff.
mean
There's
to.
no
It
on the
went
floor.
It
Everywhere.
slid a lot further than I anticipated.
Damn it.
I don't know where my last little bit of coin is.
Nobody knows where it went. Oh, look, I got an extra coin.
You take your apples and you have a nice day. Feed my people.
I mean, I'm
An
feeding
honest
myself.
merchant.
Lady
Couple
of the
of
night, with no
honest
name,
dames
but
we got
only a
here.
mistress of seduction.
Who is this
yeah.
Preposterous. What could be in thine bag?
What could be in my bag? What could be in your pants?
I assure you it's nothing to write home about. But what's in your sack?
2 rolls of cheese.
Do they come in rolls? My God! They're rolling away.
He's
I could
certainly
roll
seen
them down the
cheese
street.
before.
I don't even think you know what he put in there.
I don't even- I
He
think
couldn't
he
remember it.
2 rolls of cheese and maybe a tube of lubricant.
Oh.
But I'll have to get to the bottom of that.
Don't you?
It looks like he kind of wants me to. He's kind of like, I don't know, with the tired eyes.
No bribes yet.
These old eyes have seen many of cheese and many of dick.
He's only bribed me with lubricant and threats to compliment what's in my pants.
Be careful, they're slippery.
I will trust you, Lady of the Night.
Everyone can trust. Everyone trusts a good mouth.
God damn it. All right. Well, open your sacks and let's see what mistakes I've made.
Love opening sacks.
And it looks like
The bread as promised.
That's not
Oh
what
my
you
You fool.
he snuck in some contrabandicals. I should have stuck with mine gut. My accent is not
Instead-
sticking.
Instead,
Your
you
gut
went with
told
my
you
juicy,
right.
juicy apples.
Yes.
2 rolls of cheese.
He really did seem like he forgot.
What,
What
yeah,
was
it
in
was.
it?
Yeah.
A roll.
He's like,
It's a-
oh, it was 2 cheese.
It's a wedge.
Well, it's the
I
wedges
can roll
that they
it down
took
the
out.
street.
A wheel.
It is a wheel. The wedge was
The
taken
wheel of
out.
cheese. That's what it is.
A roll would be
Roll of cheese.
what he's
I would
got.
have just
I
said
use
a
it to
circle
roll.
of cheese. That's what it is, a circle.
Let's just move past
All
my
right.
mistakes. I mean, his
Draw
mistakes.
back up.
Oh, you
Draw
got that
back.
too, don't you?
I'll draw. Before I transform.
Into the sheriff.
Man, oh man, oh man.
What have we here?
The identity consumed him.
Get ready for it, you bastards. I'm gonna check you good. Hope you're ready for anal inspection. Cause I'm hungry.
I would love an anal
I'm
inspection,
gonna
Sheriff.
I'm gonna suck you dry.
I'm the one that will do the sucking.
Matt, are you
today.
already good with your sack?
I'm good. Let me put good
Are you
inside, but-
taking to market, sir?
Whew.
Ma'am. Forgot, you're a lady of the night.
Yeah, the
Sir,
night.
ma'am.
Well, you are not, but your character is.
Well, I mean, what I do after hours of Achievement Hunter is my thing.
You become a lady of the night.
Alright then.
Finish your market turn.
Fill your bags and let me go through them.
Is that your
I
sack?
remember what I have.
All right. While you do that, he's skipped his market.
I'm
I'm
skipping
gonna
my
take a
market.
look at all this pepper. My goodness.
Oh, you want some pepper?
I declare full pepper, sir.
I might let it slide. We'll see if you grease my wheels.
I'm gonna discard 2 silk. I'm not.
You silk, that's contraband
I'm
it is!
throwing it away.
I've thrown away some perfectly good contraband.
Je suis ready. Is my bag, sheriff? And I'm ready for
I
inspection.
don't like the sound of this foreigner. You make me sick.
You should.
You make me bloody sick, you do.
It's like a drunk Michael. What's his
All right,
face?
then.
Scott?
Here we
No,
go. The declaration inspection.
Wait
plays
for him
Alfred?
to get to it. Michael
Michael
Caine
Caine.
is his
Yeah.
name.
I almost said Michael Keaton.
You little wank job.
All right,
Down.
move on to the Russian.
All right. Stop putting it off on him. I'm looking at you right now. Trying to worm your way out of me investigation.
It's pretty suspect, if I have to say.
What do you have
Don't
in this
avoid the
bag?
book.
Oh, he can go in any order?
I can
All right.
take any one I want, you filthy rat. You bilge rat.
Well, sir, yeah, 3 bread. Simple enough. I think the people of Nottingham deserve a cheese sandwich.
Smells like piss.
Well, I
You
do
been
make
peddling piss
I
bread.
do make a shitty bread. Keep skipping my accent around.
Very suspect.
Oui.
What are you?
I'm a traveler.
Right.
You don't want to
Tree
open.
bread, eh? I could fill my coffers. I think I'm gonna inspect this.
No, you don't.
I will inspect this unless you'd like to stop me.
Well, I got a cup accent. Got some pence here. You could do it if you'd like. What would it take for you to not open mine bread?
Make me an offer that I can't.
If I
refuse.
bribe, is it guaranteed lost money?
No,
No,
if
if
he
he doesn't-
doesn't accept the offer, you keep the money.
Gotcha. But what if he accepts it?
Then you give him the money and he doesn't open the basket.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's how-
I'm a man of me word, as big and rotund as I may be.
I don't think you'll actually open that.
I mean, it's already open.
Oh.
Question, should I look or not?
He plays with live ammo. It's already there.
Oh, the way he strokes the pouch.
No.
Feel your piss, bro.
I don't. I'm an honorable man. I'm not gonna bribe nothing.
Through it. Let's see what we have here. It's a bunch of piss bread!
Illy.
Boy, I smell the wee. I smell it. Here's your bread.
Oh, you
I'll
spilled
throw it on the floor. Try selling that at the market. Here's your 6 gold. You make me sick. Take your sack. It's even the color of piss. This is a nice color here. All right, what have we got here then?
I assure you, it is 4 of the highest quality bread.
How do you always have 4? It doesn't seem physically
You
possible.
see, I normally have 2 of the other thing, then I draw 2 more. And that's how I have.
I
Perfect
call shite. 3 rounds, I've seen 2 other sheriffs
Well,
come
this-
through this market.
This was only 3 chicken the first time. And I've been honest every time.
So you're due for some lies.
We, Sheriff, I think he is lying.
Quiet!
Yep.
You sell your piss bread in whatever
Stay
market you
out
want. You
of
stay
it.
out of the
You
sheriff's
got it.
affairs.
Piss ant. What are we gonna do about this one then? We opening her up like this whore over there? I'll spread it wide open and see what's inside.
I tell you what,
Eh? Speak more language.
you can have 2.
Do.
Do not check.
That's an insult.
It's an insult. And I'm an insulting man. I'll take it.
Perfect.
I could see
I
from the
like this,
bulge in his
Sheriff.
pants that he was lying.
When they lie, they give directions. And everyone that lies just gets a raging hard on.
I mean, that's why I have the bread.
What we got in here?
Sheriff,
Yeah, touch him. Rub yourself.
in there
Excellent.
are 3
Right, now stop it. Too much.
In there are 3 bushels of apples and maybe a string of anal beads.
Oh my god.
She might have extra apples up here if you know what I
Do
mean.
not undress me, Sheriff.
She's got some peas up there is what she's got. Nothing. You got nothing to show for yourself.
Oh, my goodness, don't undress me, Sheriff.
It does smell like shit in here, so I believe the beads. Oh, been working, have ye?
Working hard.
Freshly used.
I ran out of Febreze. I'm sorry.
3 bushels, eh?
You like that when I pull it out and put it back in? Get out of my sight. Get out of my sight.
Oh, the idea of some enormous Jason Statham reaching into the sack, smelling it, fondling the apples and saying, "Get the fuck out of here." Oh, God.
Wash your bum, too. I've been smelling you coming a mile away.
That's how I attract
You
them.
filthy whore.
You know I'm in
No,
town
that's-
when you can smell me.
You are not very
This is not
successful
working.
for a lady of the night. Your dollars are down.
It's fine.
You better hope you. Oh no, yeah. I
I'll
guess you got
bounce
away
my
with it.
way around town and earn some coin.
All right, then.
I should-
Put up your shit.
I might have made away with something.
My God!
All of it.
Plenty.
What? I'll kill you.
Thank you
I'll kill
again,
you,
Sheriff.
you rotten whore.
Thank you again for looking the other way. Much appreciated.
All right, then. This bitch made off with Bundle.
All right, now I gotta be.
You need to let the
sheriff.
personality suck out of him and into you.
I missed the whole round.
You just woke up.
What
and
happened?
you're sleeping at the job.
Blacked out.
There was a smelly whore and it knocked me out.
All right then. Let's see what all you people got. Check out the market. Actually, I need to do that first.
Oh, I need to draw as well.
I have drawn back up into my seats.
Oh look, four.
That was the last of the sheriff leaving him.
Perfect. All right then.
All right, lady,
Let me know when you lot are ready.
Mrs. of the Night.
The lady of the night snuck away contraband, and she is gone. There is a new lady in town.
Okay.
What?
I don't know what the fuck that
Je ne
means.
sais pas.
I don't think that's allowed.
Qu'est-ce que tu fais?
Freda Chan chooses to load his bag.
Feather Chan looking for blacksmith.
Freda Chan will now give you his bag.
How can you trust
then,
a man that is never the same person?
Well, I've been trusting you for a little bit.
Just when you start to read through their lies, they become another person. Oh wait, it's my turn to discard and marketize. Je déteste the media, le silk, je pull from the sublime pile.
Wait.
That was all nonsense.
I just
Not a
fucked
bit
up.
of it made
I
sense.
fucked up. I fucked up what I just did.
I'm
I
ready.
gotta draw at the end of the turn. That's what it is.
Look, I made out.
Thing in the bag.
I made out with 3 contraband. I can't be showing my goods around.
Made out with
town
3
anymore.
whole bands?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I should have.
Yeah.
I should have taken him into the
Check,
alley
bro.
and fucked him.
You really should have just.
That bag's being checked
That's
right
a
now.
nut hit.
I
That's a
tell
hit
you
in the
what,
nutsack.
I don't even have a
I
noodle
keep
for it.
forgetting what I put in there.
Je ne like pas, Matt. Je ne te
You
like
shut
pas.
your mouth. The more you speak, the more likely it is I'm going to check your bag.
Je disrespecte the sheriff. Il
I'm
check
checking,
my bag
I'm
every
checking.
time. Pourquoi? Je suis française.
I'm gonna hit you with a boomerang if you don't stop.
Good advice. I went back into the other guy. All
Oh,
right.
I
then.
see you've picked the wrong accent.
Similar to what you...
Accent? Quit making fun of my accent.
All right, then. I won't be checking this bag unless you have something to say to me.
Well,
That's not it. Actually, I don't know what you said it was going to be.
Well.
What's supposed to be in here?
I am a simple marketeer.
You're
I am
simple,
here
sure.
to make Nottingham great again. I want to sell my bread and my fromage to the people.
What's fromage?
It's the cheese that
say
I make
cheese.
so delicately. It
knows
is
the
great
country.
cheese. My bread is not so good. But my cheese.
It's
There is
smells
3.
like piss.
There's 3 cheese in this
Good.
bag.
3 cheese.
Oui. You can see it
I
from
don't
the
believe you.
angle that
I
you're
don't
at, can't you?
No, I can't
That's not
see it.
poking out? Okay.
I'm checking your bag.
Again! Je cry.
Don't check it.
All right. There are 3 cheese.
Oui.
You blokey wanker.
He almost killed the cards.
Take it.
I am an honest man.
I
With
know,
honest hands. Maybe.
It's 6, right?
Oui.
You only get it in pence. I'm not giving you anything more.
C'était no problem. I will go to the bank and exchange your pence for a nickel.
I don't even care. Let's see. What do you have in this bag?
It's just a simple English primer.
Well, you've nailed the exit.
Thank
I've
you.
not.
Good day. I've got 4 bushels of apples to add to my apple
4.
empire.
4. Let's see.
They're sweet and savory, and they don't smell like piss or ass.
Are they juicy? Juicy apples?
Juicy like an ass, but not stinky like one.
Back when the sheriff... Oh, fuck.
It's all right,
It
Sheriff.
happens. When the sheriff inhabited your body, you was kind to me.
It did.
I believe you.
Good eye, bloody hell. Thank you.
What in the bloke?
Disgusting.
What, Trap?
Right, let me-
What's in your bag?
Sheriff Tawanka, after the game, we take these 2 out and we kill them. We take all the goods.
I'm very for it.
And we split them between us. You can have 60%.
I like you gave me the bigger share. We'll figure that. All right. I go back and forth.
What?
Oh, hello.
What's in that? What, not, oh
my God, I didn't even
What's
see
in this?
that.
Yeah, that's the worst part.
What's in this?
Fuck. Oh, Fernando trying to have 2 bushels of apple. Fuck.
I don't. Here.
He doesn't want to deal with you. What'd you say?
He said, Yata,
Okay.
usually translated to, I did it, or great job.
Yeah.
It's a celebratory phrase.
Okay.
I heard it from a Chinaman once.
Woof.
Here. Take.
They said it in the Digimon video game.
Oh, digital
They do.
monsters.
They go, yatta!
Yeah, that's how I knew.
3.
Throw back up.
2 bushels of apple.
Ugh.
Digital monsters.
I just don't even want to deal with whatever the fuck's happening.
Legitimately.
It was gross. It was gross. Oh, let me
All right,
just.
you're the sheriff, so
Wait.
I'm going to go to the market.
We gotta
first.
put our sacks out. Did you empty your sack?
Yes.
Oh, I emptied this sack for him.
My sack was
Ooh,
pre-emptied.
oh, just me apples here. Just like I said I had. And then these 2.
Why didn't you believe him? 4 apples?
You are a fraud!
I've been owning. It's not the market. Why is the French accent so hard to go to when everyone's doing these bastard accents?
It's because you hear the other accent, you're like, I can do that one. I'll do that.
Sheriff, I'd like to get part 1 past you now.
Part 1 has now come to a close.
Good, yes. You can check my sack for part 2 coming out soon.
You're not getting by me. I'll rip your sack to shreds in part 2. So you best watch it, you hear?